we were taught differently. Now there's lots of approaches that work with different people. We can be effective and even go out of what's predetermined and create our own spaces. But education is not only about the approach or the way we teach, it's not even about the teachers. In this century, we need to take into account our students too, how they learn, in which conditions, but most important, taking into account the abilities and disabilities that they might have. We have lots of different students, the ones that learn slowly, and the ones that learn faster than the others. Others. The ones that learn with sound, with images, or even with interactive games. And there's that special type of students that learn with all of the above. This is giftedness. These are gifted kids.
In this mini documentary, we're going to talk about this group of people. But before we go deeper to this topic, let's see some people's opinions about this. I think outstanding children are kids with special educational needs. I think we all have special educational needs, but sometimes they are left out because when we think of special educational needs, we always think of kids with need of support to increase their level or their performance, to improve their performance. In the case of outstanding kids, sometimes what we do is we limit them. When they start to do more than we expect, we ask them to wait for the others, to don't go there. We are not going to see that yet. So I think they should be encouraged to do what they can do, to develop their potential and to use it. I think that among kids with special needs, outstanding kids are the ones that are less understood or less protected. And sometimes even teachers complain about them because since they are faster for some things or they have more abilities to do things, they finish fast, and then it's that they become a problem for the teachers. So I think what we should do in educational institutions is to give them opportunities to go beyond what is required in a certain level.
Well, I think outstanding children, they should be treated in a special way because they have special talents or special abilities. Therefore, they should be treated in a way as such, and to exploit those activities to make sure that they're still there. Because sometimes what happens is that we're not aware of these students. Therefore, we don't explode their potential and everything that they could be, and we let their talents go away. So that's what I think.
Well, about education, I think that those children will need more challenging tasks than others, and activities and tasks where they can exploit their potential, basically.
Special treatment. Okay, if we're going to talk about inclusion means adapting the conditions of a class so it makes a difference. It makes improvement for everyone, every kid. Special educational needs, regular psychotypical kids, for everyone. So instead of focusing on kids with an outstanding performance, I would focus on the whole classroom. What challenges can I provide to my students so they develop their potential at their fullest capacity? So giving them opportunities of create things, of plan, of produce things without setting very strict limits. In that way, I think everybody would be benefited, not only the kids with an outstanding performance, but also the kids with a typical performance, everybody, so they can develop.
I do kind of like the idea of them having like extra classes or again, like activities that are more challenging to them. Sometimes you cannot have these activities with the rest of the classmates, so sometimes you need to gather all of the kids. For me, it's fine. It may seem like as discriminatory for the other kids, but again, if you don't provide like a special like challenge to these kids, then you're not developing all of the skills that they could have. So I do think they should have like that challenge. If it is extra classes or separate groups, would be improved idea. Welcome.
As we saw, people have different perspectives, but in the end, all converge in one. The National Association of Gifted Children sees giftedness as an unusual capacity, ability, or competence in one or more domains. But some gifted children with exceptional attitudes might not demonstrate outstanding levels of achievement due to the environment circumstance, such as limited opportunities to learn as a result of poverty, discriminations, or cultural barriers. The way we can find gifted students is often by their IQ, or following the next list: unusual memory, reading early, unusual hobbies or interests, or an in-depth knowledge of certain subjects, an awareness for world events, ask questions all the time, develop sense of humor, musical, likes to be in control.
There are associations in the country where gifted students can be managed. An example of this, and at least here in Durango, is COSITED. We took a trip to their offices to get an appointment with a key consultant.
Una pregunta sería, ¿cuánto tiempo tiene de experiencia en el campo de la educación?
Tengo 25 años trabajando en la Secretaría de Educación.
Bastante tiempo. ¿Y en la sección de la educación especial?
Unos 25 años.
O sea, desde que comenzó en el ámbito de la educación se dirigió a la educación especial. ¿Okay? ¿Cómo fue esta transición de la educación estándar a la educación especial? Esa pregunta, pues, no porque usted desde que comenzó se dirigió directamente.
Yo estudié licenciatura en psicología y cuando ingresé a la Secretaría de Educación, ingresé directamente en especial trabajando como psicólogo en un centro de atención múltiple, o sea, con alumnos con discapacidad.
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva trabajando directamente con estos niños sobresalientes? ¿Los 25 años?
No, con los alumnos sobresalientes, en este centro de trabajo que se creó para atender alumnos sobresalientes, iniciamos en febrero de 2013 como un centro de trabajo. Y del 2008 fueron los inicios como proyecto de atender alumnos con aptitudes sobresalientes. Y en 2010 ya teníamos un programa más establecido y en el 2013 ya teníamos este centro de trabajo.
Ahora, finalmente, ¿me podría decir de qué manera usted se da cuenta cuando un alumno realmente adquirió un conocimiento? ¿Cómo se da usted cuenta de ello?
Pues en el trabajo que hacemos, en el área de robótica, los chicos tienen que diseñar, tienen que construir, tienen que elaborar pues, un robot que responde a una serie de condiciones de desempeño, y entonces la manera en que nos damos cuenta si están aprendiendo es con el resultado de lo que es capaz o no es capaz de hacer su producto, en este caso su robot.
¿Y este programa que tienen de robótica lo hacen individualmente los chicos o trabajan?
Once we interviewed him, he gave us the opportunity to observe one of their gifted groups. While observing, all the students, without exception, were gifted. They weren't amused by a strange presence. In fact, they were concentrated on their projects. At the time, are robots. Relaxed and concentrated students. Mature behavior. Even if the project did not work, they were happy with the results. With all of this, we can say that yes, there are gifted and outstanding children who will have different learning capacities, abilities, and disabilities. This kind of children will always be a step ahead of their teachers, but at the end, they are just children, and children will always be children.